The corner, the corner, the corner.
Hey, welcome. Come on into Cousin Ed's Corner. This podcast is where you'll find real, authentic conversation, organic conversation, unscripted, unfiltered conversation, like you're home with your cousin. It's all about life. It's about finance. It's about spirituality. It's about love and everything in between. I'm your host, Cousin Ed. I'm excited to bring you along on this journey. So sit back and listen in as we dive into a wide range of topics. I have some diverse guests coming on with an array of thoughts and opinions. My goal is to create a space all for us to connect and communicate. It's not really about me. It's about the community as a whole. Let's enjoy it. Let's sit back. Let's think about our past. Let's move into our future. It's about
The corner, the corner, the corner. So no matter how you cut it or slice it, we're all here together. I'm just here to give you a piece of my heart, my mind, my soul, and my mentals. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another episode of Cousin Ed's Corner. The corner, the corner, the corner.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. What's going on, fam? What's going on, fam? It's your boy, Cousin Ed. Yes, indeed. Back with another one, Cousin Ed's Corner. And today's Motivational Monday here at Cousin Ed's Corner. Motivational Monday here at Cousin Ed's Corner. Hopefully, everybody had a great weekend. Hopefully, everybody got a chance to enjoy their loved ones, friends, family, co-workers, time off, or just relax. Yeah, hopefully you did. Thank you very much for being a part of this show, being a part of this movement, being a part of this community. Please stop right now, pause the show, go over to Substack. I need 5 of y'all to subscribe. 5 people to subscribe. So 5 people to subscribe on Substack. I truly appreciate it. That would help me to do you have certain limits to do lives. So I like to do some live episodes on Substack. I need 5 of y'all. I see the numbers. I see you there. So 5 of y'all go subscribe on Substack. All right. Today's show is about being healthy, right? The motivation to be healthy. I have a good friend who sent me a video, and a doctor was on there talking about just today's sedentary life is what's killing us. Today's sedentary life is what's killing us. Most of us, we work a 9 to 5, and we sit down for a majority of that time, and we don't do any strenuous exercise. We don't run. We don't play. There's a lot of stuff we just don't do. For those in the city, we ride the train, we sit there, we ride the bus, we sit there. You may walk a couple blocks, go to work, but your body get used to that. Then, if you live in an apartment, you go up the stairs, it's the same amount of stairs. I'm going back to my New York days. Same amount of stairs, so your body get used to that. So your body is not having any extra activities to push it, right? You live in the South or live somewhere where you have to drive. You drive everywhere, you got out of the car, you walk right inside the store, you walk right inside your job. Go sit at your desk. This is not the kind of life that our grandparents lived, working in, fields or working in factories where they had to, do a lot of strenuous work. Right now, we are just killing our own self. On top of, unlike our grandparents, a lot of the foods that we have are processed foods. They had fresh foods that they were able to go outside and actually had their own, own farms. They had their own livestock. If not, they shared the cow. They all would cut it up and share the cow. Go to the chicken coop, get the chicken eggs, and all that stuff they had was fresh, right? They grew their own stuff. They bottled their own stuff. They pickled their own stuff. All that stuff they had was fresh. And we think in today's society where we're eating better, right? We think because we have fast food, I can get it now. The processed foods are what's killing us. The processed foods are what's killing us. The junk foods, right? All of the sweets, all of the sugars, all of the salts. That's what's killing us. And for many of us, we say, well, I was raised on this. I love it. I can't stop. And if we want to live longer, right? The cancer rates are higher, right? Diabetes is higher. Stage 3 diabetes, which is Alzheimer's, higher. We have to do better. One thing he talked about also, stress levels and sleep. We got to do better. And this is me talking to myself. That's why they sent it to me, because I was one to always say, hey, I only need like 2 hours sleep and 3 hours sleep. I can do it. But it starts to get you irritable. It starts to, weigh on you after a while if you're not getting the right amount of sleep. And as we getting older too, younger Ed, man, listen, 2 hours sleep, I'm up, ready to go, back at it. Older Ed, listen, I need right now I'm getting about 5 hours. I'm gonna try to start pushing for a 6 or 7. I'm getting about a good 5 hours. Feel good about it, but I know I need to do better. Get a sharper mind. Stress levels. Need to start back walking. Get outside. Smell the fresh air. Put your feet in the grass. See the sun. Let the sun hit you in your face. All of those things is things we need to do to stay here on earth. But many of us, we're just going day to day, right? We're trying to make it where we are, I'm getting in the car. I'm gonna go in fast. I'm gonna go get some gas. I'm gonna go in here and grab me a coffee, add all the sugar and all of the processed stuff to that. And I'm gonna turn around and leave there. I'm gonna go home and put something in the microwave, a hot pocket, and then I'm gonna go and watch a TV show. I'm gonna lay down on all that food. If that's you, raise your hand. Look in the mirror. It's many of us. We say, okay, I worked out today. I worked out 30 minutes. 30 minutes out of a full day. A full week. I did so much. I'm so tired. Really, we killing ourselves. And with medicine and pharmacies and prescription drugs and pharmaceutical companies, all they want to do is maintain you long enough that they can get the most money out of you. They would never change up our eating habits and our diets in America. If you go to other countries, I'm not sure if you traveled, go to other countries, the same ketchup we have here is not the same ketchup they have in other countries. All of the salt and sugars that's in the ketchup, and many of our foods, breads and everything else. Do you remember growing up that a loaf of bread will start molding within 2 to 3 days? Do you remember growing up where cheese would mold within 2 to 3 days? Where milk will kernel between 2 to 3 days? If it's not happening now, what are they putting into the milk? Or what are they putting into the cheese? What are they putting in the bread that it doesn't kernel up, because it doesn't mold up? And that's whatever they putting in it, they put inside of us. So you got to watch out for all of it. I went vegan, and I'm not saying that to say I'm a better person, a better eater, or anything like that. I went vegan because I watched a show called What the Health, right? What the Health. You get a chance, watch that show. And it made me start looking at some of the food I was eating at the time, right? The chickens and the fish and the turkey. So looking at that. So I cut that out. Am I doing better right now? I don't know. A lot of vegan food is processed. So before y'all get on that soapbox, well, you eat this, you eat that. I know. I'm trying to cut and go more of a raw vegan, but I do eat a lot of beans, vegetables, salad. I don't like salad too much, but don't hold me on that. But I eat a lot of that. So I have more proteins, drink a lot of shakes, things like that. So I'm trying to do better on that side and try to cut out all of the processed foods, right? So let's all, if you don't have to become vegan. You don't have to. Let's all moderate, right? Do it in moderation. Let's all slow it down. Look at our plates. How much greens do we have on our plates, right? How much color do we have on our plates? There's nothing wrong with going to eat. How many times a week am I going out to eat, right? When my kids were coming up and we lived at Zaxby's, right? Every day we leave them baseball practice. At night we lived at Zaxby's until I got one of these little heater plates where I can heat the food up in the car. So when he finished practice, the food's already heating up. One, I was being cheap. I didn't want to stop, right? Because I seen how much it was costing. But two, we already had the meal at home. Let me just bring it already in the heater. I heat it up. He has a hot meal on the way home. Same thing with my daughter when she's coming home from volleyball. Why am I stopping when I can go ahead and get a good meal from home? So there's really no excuses for us to do better. It's just about opening our third eye and seeing it and seeing why they want us to be unhealthy and sick. So hopefully this is a little motivation. I'd love to hear from you and see how you're doing. What are you doing to be healthier? If you have any walking that you're doing, any kind of apps that you're doing, you want to share that app and we can all in the community start walking together and see how many miles we get at the end of the week. Things like that. Sunday mornings, I think I'm gonna start back my walking Sunday mornings. So if you want to meet me online Sunday mornings, that's why I said go to Substack. You can do some lives. Meet me online Sunday mornings. Maybe we do a walk Sunday morning, right? Got to be early before the sun come up. But just some thoughts I had, right? It's a little bit of motivation. All right, let's do better because we are better. It's your boy Cousin Ed. I love each and every one of you. Nothing you can do about it. Have a great week. Have a great week. Have a great week. I will talk to you soon. Don't forget, subscribe to the Substack. Peace.
Thank you for listening to Cousin